Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolfe.
After some morning flurries and even some drizzle, we're now seeing drier conditions move into the state line behind our cold front, but that is bringing somewhat of a strong westerly wind along with a bit of a chill to the air. A current look with our Mercy Health Skytrack camera out in Freeport brought to us by the Rockford Career College, noticing that wind starting to pick up quite a bit out of a westerly direction. Not much in the way of additional snowfall from this morning. A few spots really only picking up amounts of up to a trace or so for many of us in the state line. Though that wind becoming more and more of a factor, our current wind speeds across the state line up around 15 to 20 miles per hour for many of us, and those wind gusts even nearing 30 miles per hour for some. So when you factor that in with the temperatures that are now falling behind that cold front, it amounts to quite a bit of a chill in the air. Our wind chill values already down in the teens across the board. Meanwhile, our temperatures sitting in the mid and upper 20s. 28 in Rochelle, 28 Rockford, 27 in DeKalb, Freeport, as well as Janesville. 23 the current temperature out in Galena, where it currently feels like 8 when you factor in that wind chill value. Our weather watcher Terry in Genoa having a temperature of 28 right now, 23 for his dew point. He had a little bit more than a trace amount of snow. Nearly 6/10 of an inch of snowfall for him, along with flurries and a northwest wind around 8 miles per hour, but noting some stronger wind gusts also associated within there. You see that cold front now sitting just off to our east. That westerly wind kind of denoting where that front is, and back behind it you see that cooler air mass starting to spill into the area, and that's where we're going to see quite a drop in those numbers from where we were today compared to where we will be for these next couple of days going forward. That front also producing some of the precipitation that we had earlier, including some of those steady snow showers further out to our east. Meanwhile, only a trace or even some drizzle further to the west, including here in Rockford. Now late into the evening, we have a couple pockets of flurries to keep an eye on back behind this, even though we have that drier air mass. Typically, when you see the leading edge of this Arctic air, you get some flurries that typically will build up on the edge of that, and that's what we may see as we head through the early part of the evening tonight. So holding on to an isolated flurry chance roughly through midnight or 1 a.m., but then those temperatures starting to take a tumble down to 10 for that overnight low. Blustery and cold, those gusts near 30 miles per hour out of a west-northwest direction, and it will continue to feel cold as we head into tomorrow. Those numbers only rebound back into the teens. 17 for tomorrow's high temperature. Some sunshine may be possible. Definitely does not help in the temperature department, as we'll only top out in those teens. And cold and windy still the trend. A west-northwest wind once again gusting near 30 miles per hour. So our wind chills also taking a tumble with those temperatures. They'll be down below zero here into the night tonight, and in some spots, especially northwest, even nearing 10 below zero for the overnight wind chill numbers. Heading into tomorrow, we only see those numbers rebound back into the low single digits for many of us, and then once again drop below zero for that following overnight. We could even see a few spots nearing 15, maybe even 20 below zero for those wind chill values into the early part of Tuesday morning, so it will definitely feel significantly colder than where we have been as of late. But the good news is that cold is relatively short-lived. We have a little bit of a milder air mass that starts to take over just a little bit heading into the middle part of the week, but even that also equally short-lived as our next pocket of cold air starts to spill in back behind that, and that will take us as we head into the weekend. You can see that kind of up and down pattern reflected here on the 7-day forecast as we have a few colder days in store. 17 for tomorrow's high, 3 that overnight low, then 15 and 3 for Tuesday. Both days quite cold and sub-zero wind chills expected, but Wednesday we start to see those numbers climb a little bit back up into the 30s for Thursday and Friday, along with our next slim precipitation chances on that next leading edge of an Arctic air mass, and temperatures back down in the 20s and teens again as we head into next weekend.